Hello everyone and welcome to the first episode of What Will I Be Watching? So, we have the summer 2017 anime series out. So I'm going to look through each of them, do a will I watch it, and then eventually I'll do a first reaction, and then a will I be continuing, dropping, benching. Right, so first things first, we should turn on show your entries for kid genres, because you never know, you might find something. You may ask, why would I put the R18? Well, that's not something I normally watch, and even if I was, I wouldn't be telling you. So for our first one, we got Hajimete no Gal. Spring. The season of love has arrived, and it seems finding himself a girlfriend was harder than Junichi believed. To break the status quo, Junichi's friends have forced him into confessing to the gal, Yame Yukina. However, things do not go quite as he expected. A series of firsts begins. Well, with that synopsis, I'm not particularly sure whether or not I want to watch something like that, but it appears reasonably popular. Now, Fate Apocrypha. A1 Pictures? I do quite like anything from the Fate series, so I will be picking this one up immediately simply because it comes from there. The setting is a parallel world to the Fate Stay Night where the Greater Grail mysteriously disappeared from Fuyuki after the Third Holy Grail War. After many years of silence, around the same time as the Fifth Holy Grail War would have happened, the... what is that word? Yigda Millennia, a family of magi, openly declares their secession from the Mages Association and that they are in possession of the Grail. The Association dispatches 50 magi to retrieve it, and all but one are instantly slaughtered by a mysterious servant. The one remaining manages to activate the reserve system of the Greater Grail, allowing for the summoning of 14 servants in total. In the city of Treffus, two factions will fight for the control of the sacred relic, each of them possessing their own team of 7 servants. The Black faction, whose members are part of Yigda Millennia, protecting the Grail, and the Red faction, whose members were sent by the Mages Association trying to get the Grail back. For an event of this scale, the Grail itself summons its own servant, the Holy Ruler, to oversee the conflict. Hold on, since when can the Grail summon its own servant? That is going to be interesting. I am looking forward to that. Now this one I've heard stuff about, and the manga for this has been in my wishlist for a long time, but I have yet to actually read any of it myself. Kakegurui. So, by my understanding, and I won't read out the entire synopsis because that's probably going to be a little bit... School setting. Very wealthy family. All of the curriculum is instead not so much book smarts and academia, but gambling. The better you are at gambling, or the better you are at cheating at gambling without being caught, the higher up in the hierarchy you get. Those at the top, the student council in this one, are the ones that are the best at their gambling, and those who lose out are treated like dogs by everyone else. Cue the main character, who, from what I understand, is very good at gambling, and either seeing through or bluffing the others in there, and bringing everything back down to a level playing field. So that will definitely be in my list of things to watch. Owari Monogatari second season. Now I'm picking this up simply because it belongs to the Monogatari franchise. I've watched all of the other Monogatari ones, and this is one of the few franchises that I will pick anything up immediately simply because it comes from it. Katsugeki Token Ranbu. Year is 1863, tumultuous samurai era is coming to an end. Japan is split between the pro-shogunate and anti-shogunate factions. Now, I'll confess, I don't really know that much about Japanese history. My interests were always directed more towards the European ancient history, but that could be worth looking into. The fate of the world is threatened as an army of historical revisionists are sent from the future to alter the course of history, like that's ever going to bring anyone anything. In order to bring these forces down and protect the real history, 2 sword warriors, spirits who are swords brought to life by Saniwa Sage, rush to Edo. The polite and thoughtful Horikawa Kunihiro and the short-tempered yet skillful Izumi no Kami Kanesada, I'm not going to bother trying to say that again, who serve the same master, confront the invading army along with a lively gang of other warriors, including... nope. As the fate of history lies in these heroes' hands, what meets the blade is yet to be uncovered. So who's doing this one? Ufotable. I believe Ufotable do a little bit of 3D in this stuff, but that's not at all off-putting to me. I don't think I'll pick this one up myself. I will wait around and see what other people say about it, and if it gets particularly good reviews, I might pick it up myself. New game. I'll get around to it. I'm not going to ignore it, but I haven't seen the first season of New Game, and so I'll wait until I have before I look at that one. Alright. Koita is Uso. Lies are forbidden and love is doubly forbidden. In the near future, when young people in Japan turn 16, they are assigned a marriage partner by the government. People don't have to look through the trouble of looking for someone, and everyone accepts the country will find a compatible partner to make them happy. Yukari Nejima is 15 years old. He lives in a small corner of the country and just can't seem to get ahead in life. Both academically and athletically, he's below average, but within him he hides a heart burning with passion. In this world in which love is forbidden, what will happen to him when he falls in love? Now, I'm going to assume, at least until I watch it, that he's going to fall in love with someone who is not his assigned marriage partner. I think I'll pick this one up, actually. It'll be interesting to see how it goes. Pine Jam? I have never heard of Pine Jam. I'll have to look that one up in a bit. Gamers! This is a story that revolves around certain students and one hobby. I wonder what that one would be. Amano Keita is our lonely protagonist who has a passion for gaming and is friends with Uehara Tasuku, who is secretly a fellow gamer, someone who believes his life is perfect. Why would you be a secret gamer? Everyone knows it's fine to be just a gamer. We also have Karen Tendo, the club president of the video games club. Why didn't my school have a video games club? And Chiaki Hoshinimori, who constantly bickers with Keita. Alright. Slice of life, comedy romance, yep. Comedy romance school. Not seen that before. This is a story-filled non-stop sequence of comedy scenes and misunderstandings. Well, I'm a bit of a gamer myself, so I think I'll pick this one up just to see how they portray the gamer stereotypes. Isekai wa smartphone to tomo ni. Toya Mochizuki was accidentally killed, and as an apology, God allowed him to be reborn in a fantasy world. Oh. Like we haven't seen that plot line before. Will grant him any one wish he desires, so Toya chooses to keep his smartphone in the next world. In his second chance at life, he befriends many important figures and comes across the world's secret. He inherits the legacy of an ancient civilization and travels around nonchalantly while possessing powers that rival this world's kings. Alright, now I'll say this, and I'll come clean here. I may rag on the born into another world story cliche, but I do confess a certain fondness for this type of story anyway. So, guess what I'll be watching? I'll definitely be watching this, because it looks like the sort of thing I'll find interesting. Bringing his smartphone, what happens when he runs out of charge? Surely, maybe God's decided to be nice and give him something with infinite battery. Netsuzo Trap. Yuma and Hotaru have been friends since childhood, so it's only natural that when Yuma is nervous about her new boyfriend, she asks Hotaru for advice. But when Hotaru starts coming on to Yuma for what feels like more than just practice, what does it mean? That perhaps she's Yuri. With boyfriends in the foreground but a secret passionate tryst in the background, will Yuma and Hotaru try to forget what happened between them, or will they fall into a fallen trap of true love and betrayal? I don't think I'll be picking this one up. That's not my particular cup of tea. Although if enough people do say that it could be useful for a countdown in the future, or if it gets really good reviews, I might pick it up later, but I'll probably wait until it's done. I'm not going to be watching that as it comes out. Ballroomy has whatever. A professional dancer named Sengoku rescues Tatara, an introverted third-year middle school student who is being harassed by delinquents. Ends up his dance studio where he meets Shizuku, I'm not going to pronounce that, a schoolmate he comes to secretly idolize. World of Dance. Free-spirited, dynamic, international dancer. Comedy, sports, drama, romance, school, shonen. Right. Now, I've done a bit of ballroom dancing myself, not something I was particularly good at, I'll mention, but yeah, I don't think I'll watch this one. Jika no Shihaisha? The story centers on Chronos rulers, those who fight the time-eating demons that appear when people wish they could turn back time. And how often has someone wished they could turn back time? The Chronos rulers fight a time manipulation battle against these demons. Not much of a synopsis there, but yeah, I'll pick this one up. This one looks like it could potentially be very interesting. No, not with my Japanese. I am not bothering to do that. It's a leading prestigious school with state-of-the-art facilities where nearly 100 students go to university or find employment. The students there have the freedom to wear any hairstyle and bring any personal effects they desire. It's a paradise school, but the truth is that only the most superior of students receive... Oh, I've heard of this. This is one where the guy sort of fails the entrance exam because he decided not to bother trying and ends up in the lowest rank. Sort of reminds me of Bucket to Test more than... So, yeah, this looks interesting. I'll pick this one up. This one looks good. Now, I misread that as Seizure Children, but Tsurezure Children. A 4-coma adaptation would normally be sort of shorts, I think. A series depicting various scenarios of young love. The stories range from a boy crippled by his absolute lack of confidence in himself, #relatable, and cannot accept the fact that the girl of his dreams actually asked him out on a date, to the near-psychotic girl that pours her own blood into her homemade chocolate in order to win his heart. Alright, so we have a yandere. I guess? I'll watch a couple episodes, but I don't exactly have particularly high hopes. We'll see. Isekai... there's another... It's like another world one. The bottom floor of a building with a dog's signboard. In the shopping district near the office street, there lies a cafeteria called Yoshoku no Nekoya. An illustration that has a cat on the door, hence the Neko. It's been open for 50 years and has satisfied various salarymen from nearby offices. Despite it being called a Western cuisine cafeteria, it also provides varieties of other menus. For the people of a certain world, this is their one and only special cafeteria. Alright, looks like, based off of this, it'll be either the place itself is either very close to or links two worlds together, and the other world views our normal food as exotic dishes. I think I might watch 1 or 2 episodes. I'll see what other people think of it before I continue it. Made in Abyss, the Enorvous cave system, known as the Abyss, is the only unexplored place in the world. Nobody knows how deep this titanic pit, inhabited by strange and wondrous creatures and full of mysterious ancient relics, which purpose it should be, is unknown to modern man. Generations of bold adventurers have been drawn to the cryptic depths of the Abyss. In the course of time, those bold enough to explore become cave raiders. This looks like it could be interesting. I'm not sure what to make of that art piece, but yeah, I'll watch this one. That one looks good. Yeah, that looks foreign. There's a young Pasha. I don't know what a Pasha. What is that? I know that word. Mahmud Divans Stratocracy. That brings to mind Persian, but I'll probably be wrong. I'll look at it later. Editing me could probably tell me what one that belongs to. Finds himself deeper and deeper in politics. Politics one? Ooh. Oh, that looks interesting. I've never heard of Mappa, but this one looks interesting. I'll be watching this. Chikugo Shoujo. I know that title. Oh, Hellgirl. That's Hellgirl. 4th season. It's got a 4th season. I'm still in season 1. Alright. I don't think I'll pick this one up. I will watch it eventually, but not until I've finished the other 3 seasons. Knights and Magic. A mecha otaku is reincarnated into another world as Ernesty, no, also known as Eru. Much better. I can use that. I can do that. In this world, huge humanoid weapons known as silhouette knights exist. Dreaming of piloting these robots, Eru and his friends Arcade Alter and Adultrude Alter, those will be siblings, aim to become Knight Runners. This looks interesting. Mecha, normally not my sort of thing, but I'm finding them to be much more interesting recently than the ones I had seen before, except Aldnoah Zero. Aha Girl. 4-Koma style manga features Yoshiko, a genuinely stupid girl. She manages to get all zeros on multiple choice tests. Been there. She hangs out at school with her childhood friend, who she claims to like, and he has to put up with her ridiculous behavior. That could be funny, and I might pick this up just to satisfy the comedy section of the stuff that I'll be watching, because I can't have all serious. The Reflection. After The Reflection, some of the people are discovered with superpowers. Some become heroes, some become villains. How did the reflection happen? What was the cause of it? I might add that to my list of things to watch, because I am a sucker for superheroes and superpowers. Dive! Series revolves around the Mizuku Diving Club, on the verge of closing. This sounds like free. It looks like free. Club sends one of its members next year as part of Japan's Olympic team, so not interested. Vatican Kisei Chokus. Vatican City, the Holy Land of the Catholics. Amidst the land there is a rigorous claims of miracles. The organization is referred to as Satan's Assembly of Saints, and the priests that belong there are called miracle investigators. I do not remember looking at this. An ancient archive and cryptanalysis expert is partnered with good friend, genius scientist. Together they investigate miracles and uncover. Alright, that looks like it could be interesting. And I've said that about a lot of things here, and I know that, but the claims of miracles and the supernatural, this is something that I'm interested in. So I will be Vatican Kiseki Chosakan. I will be watching this. Kepeke Dunshe. I've heard about this. Fastidious Nature is the Genius. This one I believe I've heard about people talking about it like he's the next Sakamoto. Now, I watched, and I quite liked Sakamoto, but I don't quite think that this would measure up to it. I'll need to watch a couple episodes to be sure, but Sakamoto set the bar really high if you're trying to be a Sakamoto clone. Centaur no Naomi. Himeno is a shy centaur girl. Alright. Get it? Centaur girls. Everyone seems to be a supernatural slice of life comedy, supernatural fantasy, sane in a school. I'm getting a lot of vibes that this is very similar to interviews with Monster Girls, which was actually pretty good, so I'll be watching this. Nora to Ojo to Noraneko Heart. I'm probably butchering these, so bear with me. Nora Honda is a boy who lives with Shachi Yuri, who was adopted by his mother. With everyone supporting the two of them, they grew up healthily even as their parents passed away. Shachi, who likes Nora the most, wakes him up every morning. How many anime have I watched that start off like that? Spends his happy student life with Michi Kuroki, disciplinary committee, honor student at the school, childhood friend. Comedy ecchi. Yep. We have that. We have the one who lives with him and the childhood friend. What else was it gonna be? Yuki Asuhara is a gal, but is very bright and can talk his worries to. What do they mean by gal? Because I'm pretty sure gal to me has a different meaning than tomboyish? Maybe. One day, Nora meets a girl who calls herself Patricia. That's an English name. Western name. At the park on the way to school. Patricia is a queen at hell, and claims to come here to destroy the life on land. However, she is damaged heavily because she touched the life for the first time. Touched the life. What does that mean? Does she touch anything living? Because there's a lot of things living up here. The energy was stronger than her, so Nora needed to tend to her. Of course he did. Patricia asked to tell him the mysteries of life, and he even had to explain the error book he found at the park. Well, with that synopsis, not exactly a high expectation there. Princess Principal, I have never heard of these. I've never heard of either of these. The stage is set during the 19th century London in its capital, where a wall divides the east and west of the Kingdom of Albion. 5 high school girls vibes involve. They sound like little James Bonds. Girls take advantage of the specialities fly around the shadow world. Alright, now that turned into something completely different. I'll have to wait and see what other people say about that, because on that synopsis that does not grab my attention in the slightest. Sayuki Reload Blast. At last the Sansa party has arrived in India. In this foreign land where the anomaly's influence runs rampant, the battles only heighten in their violence. Also waiting for him is their tragic fate from 500 years ago. That doesn't tell me anything. I'll need to watch a couple episodes to even know what that was about. That tells me nothing. Thanks. Where's this? You didn't even give me a source for where you come from. That's useless to me. Skirt no Nakata. Yep. Mild-mannered college student having trouble adjusting to city life. One day she meets Kirishima, another student who projects the image of a cool older sister. The two hit it off, rocked when she attempts to seduce her. Initially assumes she is a lesbian, but is in fact a man who dresses like a lady. That sounds like something else I've watched once before. But without the romance part of it. I don't think I'll be picking this one up. That's not my cup of tea. Hitorajime My Hero. Story involving... Oh wow, this is a real short one. Story involving Kensuke's brother from the... He drifted a boyfriend. Is that a, I don't know what... It sounds like something I've heard before. No, that is too small for me to know anything about. I'm not looking at that. Nanamaru Sanbatsu. Quiz study group led by his senpai. What was Shiki being dragged along by his classmate into competitive quizzes? Now, I've done quiz games before within my own school, so that could be interesting. Even if it's only to watch along to see whether or not you can guess the answers before they do. Always the best part of these. Could be reasonably good. I'll add that as a tentative. I'll watch a couple episodes, but I don't expect to be watching all of it based off of that. Hina Lojai from Luck and Logic, pure princess from a small country, enters school in Hokkaido on a spring day, specialized institution to train logicalists who maintain world peace. Class S, that'll be the highest, which means with unique personalities. I have no idea. Fantasy. There's a lot of things here I might add and watch, but I don't expect much from this. Konbini Karashi. 6 schools, convenience store on the way home, talking about life. No, that's slice of life. Not looking forward to it. Battle Girl High School, Battle Girl Project. With a title like that, I wonder what we could be expecting. Based on Coloples? I've never heard of a school action role-playing game set in the year 2045. World has been contaminated by mysterious invaders. Humans find themselves restricted and contained. Standing boldly against these are ordinary girls everywhere without even a army. Star Guardians destined to fight them. The player is assigned to this academy. But that's how they... Oh, that's a game. Hold up. No, that's what it's adapted from. Adapted from a game. How is that gonna play out? Are they gonna have the faceless protagonist? Or are they gonna have the main character in here? Or I have no idea how. Or they could just have the main character not even be the player character. Sort of like what was it? Kantai Collection, where the Admiral everyone kept talking about was never actually shown to try and keep it faceless. I don't think I'll pick this one up, but I'll keep an eye out on it. 18F, IF, 18IF, 18IF? Part of a multimedia project that includes a mobile game, virtual reality game. I have no idea what I'm doing with that one. Alright, Yokai Apartment no Yuga no Nichijo. Parents died in the middle of first year of middle school, moved in with his relatives. They did care for him, he could tell he was a burden. After he graduated, happily moved to a high school dormitory. Fortunately, the dormitory burned to the ground before he could move in. Doesn't want to live with his grudging relatives, but it's rough finding lodgings as an orphan student with little money. Yep. Finally finds a room in a nice old building which seems too good to be true. The catch is that it is a monster house, a place where humans and supernatural creatures, ghosts, Mononoke, etc. live together. Another high schooler lives there, a cute girl named Akine, and she's completely unfazed by the monsters. In fact, she can even exorcise evil spirits. Yuchi's high school life just got much stranger than he bargained for. That sounds interesting. It's based off of a light novel. That looks like it could very well be an interesting watch. So I'll add this one to my list of things. I have not seen any of Symphogear, so I won't be watching this. Tenshi no 3P. I am not at all musically talented. I drew the short straw for that in my family, so I have little to no interest in music beyond listening to it. I will not be watching this. This is not something that appeals to me. Kunai no Akari. The story centers around an illness-stricken, constantly bullied orphan girl named Minori. After one rainy day, she doesn't turn up at school, having been admitted into a hospital in a distant town. 2 months pass, and the girl's 2 school friends receive a mysterious email with no sender listed. The email reveals a summer festival taking place at a nearby town. It tells me nothing about what it's about. This one looks like it will be one of those ones that I don't ignore, but I won't pick up until after it's finished, if I pick it up at all. Yami Shiba I have not heard of. 5th season, I haven't seen the other ones, so I won't be watching that. TQ, 9th season, no. 2nd season of Nazoto, I don't recognize this at all. Action heroine Chia Fruits, no, I don't think so. Musashino, sequel series to Ura no Usagi-chan. I don't think I'll be picking this one up. Mahojin Guru Guru, no. I don't know this one, and it doesn't tell me anything about it. Musakinin Galaxy Tylor, no. Marvel Future Avengers, no. I see enough Marvel here. Ikemen Sengoku Tokyo wo Kakeru, yeah, no. My name is Sasuke. I was a graduate student, but I got time flipped into a warring period. On top of that, it's a different warring period than what I learned in the textbooks. Damn, there goes your advantage now, doesn't it? Interesting though. So every other time you get put back into in history, you can always take your knowledge from your present back with you. This time it's different from what you learned about. Ha! That doesn't help you at all. Suck it. Moru no Yusei. This tells me nothing. Literally nothing. Piko Taro no Lullaby. 3 minutes. That's not the one with like the font genie, is it? It looks like the one with the font genie. Maybe just for the lols. One Piece, I'm so far behind on One Piece, I'm not gonna bother. Boku no Hero, now that I'm up to date with. I will be continuing Boku no Hero, and if you don't know Boku no Hero yet, watch it! Dragon Ball Super. I haven't watched any Dragon Ball since the end of the Majin Buu era. Detective Conan, haven't seen that in much long time. No. Recreators! That I want to continue watching. Be so much easier if it didn't involve me having to get a subscription to yet another thing in order to watch. Boruto, still watching Naruto, not gonna pick it up until I'm done. Shingeki no Bahamut, haven't seen the rest of it. Sakura to Reset. So, if I had to give a summary for this, Gouken reset time. Guy can remember what happens before the reset. They use the combined synergy in order to fix problems. There, I've just summarized all of it. A bit slow, I still quite enjoy it. So yeah, I will be continuing to watch this. Sakura Quest I haven't picked up, I won't be continuing. Crayon Shinchan, I'm not going to be watching. Pokemon, I haven't seen any of Pokemon in so long. Yu-Gi-Oh! Vrains, I stopped at GX. I don't play Yu-Gi-Oh! Anymore like I used to when I was younger, by which I mean at all. So I'm not interested in this. Not at this point. Yokai Watch, I don't watch. Brother does, but I don't. Kyokan no Rine 3rd season, haven't seen seasons 1 and 2, no point. Monster Hunter Stories, no thank you. Aggressive Retsuku, not gonna be watching. Akatsu Stars, no thank you. Digimon Universe, haven't watched Digimon since the 2nd gen. Puzzle and Dragons, no thank you. I've not seen the first one. Oh, Chi. This is cute, but no. Doraemon, I've been told by some people I should eventually get to it, but I haven't yet, so I won't. Gudetama, an egg that is dead to the world and completely lacks motivation. What? What? No matter what cooking method you use, he remains unmoved. I have heard of this before. I'm not going to be watching it. I don't recognize that Nintama Runter, no. Card Fight, 4th season, don't watch it. Saze-san, main character's a mum. Not seen that in a long time. Like Kami-sama Minari, nope. Idle Time, not a big fan of idol shows. Chibi Marugu-san, nope, not going to be watching. Preprint. That looks like it could be funny. Might watch 1 or 2 episodes of just for the lols, but it's not something I will be keeping up with. Domokun, no. Anpan Man, I have heard of Anpan Man as like one of the inspirations for One Punch Man, but no. Bono Bono, nope. Beyblade, I haven't watched Beyblade since I was in high school. Actually, no, high school, stretching it, no. That's primary school. Hey Bot, nope. Pascal Sensei, nope. Nope. Future Card Bud Event 4th season, no! Duel Masters. Duel Masters is still a thing? Disney Simpson, no! Why did I check the kids' ones? Maybe there would be something. But maybe no. 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 I recognize very little of this. And the stuff that I do recognize I haven't seen and don't intend to watch. There's so many things here that weren't here when I last looked. What the hell is that face? Please don't be like Japanese annoying orange. Why did that have to happen? Nope, nope, nope. This is what Japanese kids watch? Look forward to the ghost story of the red person. Hey, Asuka, search for my body. At school in the middle of the night, Asuka and her friends search for the scattered body parts. If they don't find the entire body, the 9th of November is repeated and the red person will continue to kill them. Who is the red person? Why? That looks interesting. I am quite a fan of the horror stuff, so I will, and it's only 10 eps. That looks like it will be something I will be watching. Ganbare Mahou Shoujo Kurumi, normal 14-year-old girl, one day an angel named Devil, what is that, Devilun? Looks like a Tasmanian devil, grants the power to be a beautiful magical girl, dinosaur, angel, warrior. What? No. OVAs. This, I want to watch. What was the English title for that? This is like bride of an ancient magus or something. Hattori Chise, 15 years old, lost, without hope and without family. She is bought for money, but not by another person, but by a non-human named Elias. Though she hesitates, she begins a new life as his apprentice and future wife. She moves on with her new and peaceful life slowly. She finds a Japanese picture book amongst the many things sent to her from London by Angelica, a fateful book that discovered her in her younger years when she was still troubled and lonely. Piece is a prequel to Chise's encounter with the Thorn Sorcerer. I want to watch this. September, that's getting closer. Konosuba OVA. I will be watching. I did very much like Konosuba. Cardcaptor Sakura, haven't watched that in so long, only to do a marathon, then I'll watch this. UQ Holder, I've not watched UQ Holder. Movies. No Game No Life Zero, I definitely want to watch this. I loved the No Game No Life series. I'm waiting for a second two. No second season, but we have a movie, a prequel, I believe. That will have to tide me over. Fate Khalid. Maybe. It's not like I watched all of it thus far. Maybe. Want to know if fireworks look round or flat from the side? Round. Digimon Adventure. Kimi no Koe wants. No, not particularly interested. Seitokai Yakyundoro gets a movie? This was an odd show. How many of you have ever watched a show where you have the one guy in a group of girls, and the girls have to put up with the guy when he is the one perverted character? Flip it. The one guy is normal, and the other girls are the perverted characters. That would be Seitokai Yakyundomo. What would you even do in a movie? I'll probably watch this, mostly because I watched the show and the show was funny. Eureka 7, haven't seen it yet. Free, haven't watched Free. Hibike Euphonium, haven't watched. Mary Damajo Nahana. No. Lyrical Nanaha, I will be marathoning that once I finally get my hands on it. Maybe. Yuki Unit Movie 3. There's 2 other movies for Yuki Uno Zahiro. I'll maybe check that out. Yuki Uno Zahiro really didn't leave a lasting impression, shall I say. That's probably putting it charitably. A lasting impression was not made with that show. Another Pokemon movie. How they came to know each other. Or you could, just watch the first season and you'd find out. Nope. Special A-Channel, haven't seen A-Channel yet. And Kabuki Boots, I've not seen this either. So that is all of the what is out. All 173 ones excluding R18s.